My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain what Scientology is. There are more than 3 dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 dimensions in total. There's also this dark matter or dark energy attached to us that makes up part of our biology. We are also made of this energy. So the human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid with a head covering. We have 2 horns on our head. We are designed to go into outer space in the afterlife. We do something called raising or turning around, where we grab all of our particles and pull ourselves into our soul or into a certain direction towards the 12th dimension. And we become Anunnakis, horned aliens that go out into outer space and participate in creation. This is the normal human afterlife experience. Scientology, they cut their souls off. They cut their Anunnaki off of themselves. And they cut it into one or more pieces. So this thing has many different parts and many different, that makes up, so each layer you get another biology out of it. They like to cut the layers off and cut the particles off. They mutilate themselves and modify themselves into vehicles, biologies in which they can drive around through the upper dimensions. So they have removed their souls and turned them into upper dimensional vehicles to driving around their souls on Earth. They are stealing other people's biologies. They are stealing my body biology. So today they have removed brain tissue, my upper part of my brain, and today they put it back on, and it calmed me down. I could feel my brain again. It was working. Then they ripped it back off and mutilated it, just like they do all the time. It's part of their MO. They've been stealing body parts, then they'll put it back on, then they'll take it off and do something with it, mutilate me, taunt me with it, torture me. It's part of their torture behavior. They won't shut up. They have installed hive mind technology in my brain, or they have put my brain into one of their storage systems. They force me to interact with them in a digital landscape so I can see them in my brain, in my mind. I can see these people. They are on their alien forms. Some of them are on aliens, the lizard people, insectoids, worm people, big humans, and some of them even have an Anunnaki-ish form. There are other Scientologists. They're stealing my biology. They have been kidnapped. I am in their possession. They act like serial killers. They're torturers and rapists, and they won't shut up. They won't shut up. They do this nonstop, 24/7. They won't shut up, and they blame it on me. They harass me and berate me. They say I've done something wrong. They say it over and over again to justify their criminal behavior against me, their body snatching. So these Scientologists, they've created their alien forms, their biologies. Now they're in outer space. We're on Earth. They steal other people's biologies. They get big compared to us. They steal other people's souls for various purposes, either to assimilate you into the hive mind so they can talk to you, communicate with you, or they steal your souls for surrogate making purposes. They make little Barbie dolls out of you or other vehicles that they can drive around that are not their own. That's what a surrogate is. They have filled me full of torture devices, foreign objects, weapons and chains and stuff, mutilated organs and tissues. This is Scientology. I have severe brain damage. So this all started, the body snatcher started about 5 or 6 years ago. I was hive mind before that. They wanted to somehow harness my intelligence, so I'm a creative, an author. I'm part Native American and part Caucasian. I write literature and create ideas and come up with ideas, and I participate in politics. I have debates on politics and environmental issues and even religious issues. I'm highly intelligent and I'm highly active in society. And these people, they became attracted to my psychology, my ability to influence people and to lead people and to do things in the world, especially create and write literature. So they forced me to assimilate. They wanted to get close to my psychology. They figured I'd rub off on them or something. That's what they were hoping. That's how it started out. And then they got to witness me or read my thoughts as I wrote literature and created ideas and participated in politics and just lived my life. And they became attracted to me and they coveted me. It became a sick kidnapping scenario where they won't leave me alone. They stay. So we share mind space with each other. They're right here, right up against you. It's like they stick body parts together. And then they also steal your biology and they use that for transplants. So now you're inside of these people. It's a very intimate and disgusting experience. It's akin to kidnapping, and then they talk to you, and it's been harassment, beratement. So they got to get it through my mind that it's my fault. I've done something wrong. It's my fault, and they won't shut up about it. They won't stop, and then they assault me or steal more body parts, and they're using it as an excuse to do this to me. They're serial killer types, Jeffrey Dahmer type people, Dr. Kevorkian type people. This is kidnapping. Kidnapping. That's what this is. I've been kidnapped by Scientology. They already murdered one of my animals. They murdered 2 family members. They turned a lot of my friends and family into surrogates. So they're afflicting other people in my environment, friends and family, and people that are around me or near me in order to get close to me. Now he's harassing me. You better shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me. I do not consent for you to speak to me. No, I do not consent for you to speak to me. I do not consent for you to speak to me. Go away. Leave me alone. You are breaking the law. And they won't shut up. They won't stop. Now he's blaming it on me. They say I've done something wrong. I can't say what it is out loud because people go around and start doing it. It's false. And it's after the fact. This started for no reason at all. I got forced to assimilate 14 years ago. I did nothing wrong. Was doing nothing wrong. They found me on social media, participating in politics, writing literature. I got forced to assimilate. But these people in the hive are hostile. They knew they were breaking the law against me, and it pissed them off. I guess so. They had an evil demeanor. They showed up, started trying to boss me around, tell me what to do. That's what Scientology does. They force people to assimilate. Yeah, they're Jeffrey Dahmer type motherfuckers. They like to kidnap people and control them. Those type people, serial killers, and rape and mutilate and dissect and murder because it comes with soul modifications. That's what Scientology is. They cut your soul off and turn it into a little Barbie doll you can drive around in outer space. These alienoids or aliens. So we have an Anunnaki attached to us. Our soul is an Anunnaki, a horned humanoid that flies around in outer space and participates in creation. We have short arms and gigantic hands, and we can move particles around even in the 3rd dimension. We are very magical. We can move energy around and move particles and control electricity. So the longer we're out there, the bigger we get. And we take these elements and turn them into stars and create even more elements. Then take those elements and create solar systems and new suns, new star systems and planets, and then create life on those planets using primordial soups. And we care for this life as it evolves up until modern humans, and that's where humans came from. Modern humans, they went back in time. We can time travel as Anunnakis and aliens and created ourselves, and that's what humans are. That's the normal human afterlife experiences. We are Anunnaki. That is our bloodline. So Scientology, they cut this Anunnaki off of themselves, and they cut it into pieces. So they wind up with multiple biologies, like 3 or 4 different biologies, whole biologies where they're not complete. They're lacking body parts. They're missing organs and tissues. They have to be left behind so the origin biology can survive, so you can still drive and still function properly. So they steal organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms. They make various alien forms, blue bloods, greens, grays, whites, humanoids. They make humans. They start out as Barbie doll looking creatures, and they get bigger the longer they're out there. They make insect or reptiles or lizard people using lizard body parts. They use make insectoids or bug people using bug body parts, and they make worm people using worm body parts. They won't shut up. They're addicted to stimulating my brain, to making me see their faces and themselves, and they're evil people. They subject me to that. They want me to watch them do this to me. It's evil serial killer type shit. Stop. I do not consent to see anything. I do not consent to look at you. And I do not consent to hear your voices. You are breaking the law. Stop simulating my brain. Bring my biology back to Earth. Give me back my biology. So they have cut my brain to pieces. They tried stealing it as a transplant. They tried cutting my brain out and sticking it in their own heads to try to gain my intelligence. And they have the technology to look at neurology, neural tissue, isolate individual memories and thought patterns, and read those memories and thought patterns and stimulate that area of the brain. So they can kind of read your brain like a book, or look at your memories like a book, or like pictures. And they covet mine because I'm highly intelligent. They're addicted to me, yes. Kidnapping. I've been kidnapped by Scientology, and they've stole my biology. The soul thieves. They stole my soul. Yes, I've driven in alien form several times. Not for long. They don't want me to gain any kind of power or have any kind of pleasure or anything. They keep me down and oppressed. They don't shut up. They won't stop berating and harassing me and torturing me. They cause me severe pain too and dysfunction. Like today, yesterday they ripped a nerve, started from the midbrain all the way up to my frontal lobe. Brain damage. Over and over and over again, they have damaged and removed most of my brain and biology. I'm on life support. I've had procedures done to keep me functioning. I've had multiple death wounds, and I've transplants, and they put barely bits of my biology back, and they won't bring it. They're soul thieves. They steal body parts. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. I do not consent for you to look at me. I do not consent for you to speak to me or show yourself to me. Leave. You are breaking the law. You are breaking the law. They're showing me, forcing me to watch again. They're forcing me to watch. Yep, these Scientologists, serial killer type people, they're forcing me to watch them. I do not consent to look at you. I do not consent for you to show yourself to me. They hive mind technology. I have to look at them. They're imposing themselves into my mind space. You are breaking the law. Get away from me. You are breaking the law. Get away from me. You are breaking the law. Get away from me. They're imposing myself. They're showing themselves to me again. They're forcing me to watch. They're forcing me to watch. These Scientologists, they're forcing me to watch them. Stop. You're breaking the law. You are breaking the law. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. No, you're not. You're breaking the law. God damn, they're fucking retarded. Leave me alone, you kidnapping piece of shit. You're a kidnapper. This is kidnapping. Leave. They're blaming it on me and all types of shit.